Hi, everyone. I'm Cynthia from Country Concessions, and I'd like to welcome you to the very first day of our Stuff My Stocking event for this year. So each day we're going to have something different, but I'm starting it off with something eminently practical and wonderful. We have for you today a variety of marking tools that you will not want to be without. Some of them will be familiar to you, and others may be brand new. So these serve a whole lot of different purposes and have different features. So you may like to get one or more, but I have a whole bunch of different ones to show you. So I'm going to start off with one of my favorite marking pens. So this is from Clover. This is their white marking pen. And you will see there, this is an iron off marking pen. This is a wonderful tool when you are marking on dark fabrics. So it has quite a fine tip. You can see it's got a fine tip there. It does put out a pure white line. It is wonderful for working on black fabrics, dark fabrics, anything where you have a hard time seeing the line. This is a great one. Now, a word to the wise, when you draw the line on your fabric, then it does take about 2 seconds for the line to appear. So you draw that line and it looks like there's nothing there, but then virtually instantly that line will appear. This is the original one I've had. It's lasted me a long, long time. So keep it capped and it's going to do you very well. This pen is a regular $12.99. It and all the others I'm going to show you are going to be 20% off for Stuff My Stocking, which is wonderful. The next is another pen from Clover. And this is a water erasable Choco blue pen. So it is a double-ended, double-capped. So the one end is your marking pen. And again, you can see it's quite a nice fine line. Very easy to see though, and it puts a nice blue line on the fabric. You can use any water application technique to remove that line. You can give it a little spritz, you can get a damp paper towel and wipe it off. And there is an eraser tip at the other end of the marker that you can use to run over that line and remove it. So that is their water erasable. They also have an air erasable. This is a really cool pen. The ink disappears in the air over a period of time. Now, you can use it just disappearing naturally. You don't have to do anything to it. Or you can remove it with water, the same as the water erasable. And again, it's a two-ended pen. So this one is a purple ink pen. And on the other end is the erasing tip, just like the blue one, that will take off the marker with water. Now, the only difficulty I've ever had with an air erasable pen is I'm really, really slow. So you mark everything, and then when you go back to it, if you've been too slow, like me, your ink does disappear over time. So be aware of that. And if you're a slow worker as well, slow stitcher, slow to getting around to your projects, this might not be the ideal choice for you, but for most people, it'll be absolutely wonderful. So they're two great pens from Clover. Now we've got a marking pen from Bohin. Bohin is a French company. They have really nice quality products. And this is a chalk pen that has a number of different kinds of colors of lead in it, and it has an erasing tip. So inside the little container there's your pen, and the top here is the eraser, but it also is the extender that lets you extend the lead. So you can see there, the lead that is in there at the present time is a white lead. It's a nice fine lead. It's 0.9 millimeters, I'm almost positive. 0.9. So it's a nice fine line. And when you retract it, you'll push the lead in, but also the tip retracts. So you don't have that little metal tip sticking out there all the time either. With the pencil comes a little set of leads, and it's got pink leads, white leads, and gray leads. You can probably see those in there. going in and out of focus a little bit here. So you can change these just by pulling off the eraser at the top. You'll open up the chamber and you can drop the new kinds of leads in there. We carry lots of lead refills in a variety of different colors, so you can always get these to refill your pen housing and just put new leads in there. And those are chalk leads, so they will erase off. And I'm just reading. I think they just do the eraser. I don't think they are. I just want to make sure that they're not heat away. Give me 1 second here. No, it's just the erase off or brush off. Okay, so the Bohin pen is extremely popular. We sell just a ton of these, and they are very, very liked and appreciated by our quilters. So that's another great pen. The Bohin one is $27.99, less your 20% for Stuff My Stocking. And the Air Erase is $12.99. The water erase is, I think it's $12.99 as well. Yes, those are all $12.99. Another pen we have, this is an Identi pen. Now this is a permanent marker, so you do not want to use this for marking when you are marking lines for stitching or anything like that. This is very, very popular for people who want to write labels permanently on their quilts. And this has two different tips. At the one end, we have a modestly fat tip. But still, it's going to do a nice job of printing or writing. The other end is a very, very fine tip. You can see that is a really fine little tip on there. These are great if you want to make any kind of memory quilt. You want to make a signature quilt for a wedding or a special event where you want people to write something on a signature block, or you can use it for writing a label. Just a little tip, if you're using something like this and you're going to be writing on a label, make sure to press your label to a piece of freezer paper or a similar type of product so that it gives it the stability. Otherwise, when you're writing on your fabric, it's going to stretch and pull, and you're not going to get a nice line of writing or printing. If you put a freezer paper layer on the back, fuse it to the fabric that you're writing on, that'll hold it steady and give it a little bit more substance so you can write on there nice and neatly. The last thing that we have on offer, I think those are $6.99, but I'm going by memory because I didn't check before I started the video. You'll see it online though when you go to order it. These are friction pens. Just about everybody uses friction pens now. These are wonderful, wonderful pens. They are clicker pens, so you just push down the little clip on the side, and that extends the pen, the tip, and it's a nice fine line. These are great for marking quilts, for marking quilting lines, anything like that. And these will erase with heat. They will also erase with friction. So this tip on the other end of the pen is an eraser, but it's not a typical eraser. It erases with friction. So you can remove the lines by rubbing across with this tip. You can also remove with the heat. We have all sorts of different colors, but these are our most popular ones. So we've got black, a pink, a blue, and a teal. And the teal and pink are great for writing on lighter fabrics. Sorry, darker fabrics. These are great for lighter fabrics. When you remove the line with heat, be aware that if your product gets frozen, goes below zero, those lines can reappear. To remove them, you just simply run a hot iron over them again. But that is just something that you should be aware of, that those lines may reappear if your product gets frozen. These have been so popular since they came out. They're available all sorts of places. And we have a wide variety of colors, but these are the 4 that we're going to be offering on Stuff My Stocking. So those are my goodies for today. Now remember, when you go into on our website, you will see the Stuff My Stocking products, and they are 20% off. And mark whether you want shipping or pickup. The first order you put in, if you are having it shipped, mark it as shipping, and you will be charged a shipping fee. On your second or further orders, just mark it as pickup and put a note in the comments that you want these shipped together with other orders from Stuff My Stocking, and we can have those, we'll gather those all together and get them shipped out for you. If you're picking up, your first order and any future orders will be gathered together, and we'll have that group ready for pickup at the end of our Stuff My Stocking. We're aiming to have pickup and shipping ready to go on December the 12th, but we'll keep you posted about that as well. Another small point, when you are ordering Stuff My Stocking items, please do not combine them with other regular items. We're putting all the Stuff My Stocking items together, but there won't be regular items going in with those as well. So that's it for day number 1. I'm super excited, and we've got lots more to show you over the next 9 days. I hope you'll be tuning in each morning at 6 and joining me then. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.